Good evening, Blue Show Review fans. I'm here today to do my best to answer a question which I'm sure is on the minds of everybody who watched episode 4 of our podcast. And that question is, what is Nidhogg? It is with a heavy heart that I have to announce that there will now be an official inquiry into the use of narcotics by our good friend Alex McMullen during the last episode, where his attempt to explain the game Nidhogg left many viewers feeling confused, disorientated, and in some cases seizures were reported. So let's dive right into the analysis.
So you've got a fighter there and a fighter there.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you've got to get to one edge of the screen or the other edge of the screen. So
as you can see, it actually starts off reasonably well. Yeah, one can only assume that the effects of whatever he was taking at the time hadn't quite kicked in yet.
when you first start, whoever kills who has to go to the opposite side of the screen.
You're making it a lot more complicated for yourself than you need to.
But unfortunately, as the review continues, we'll slowly see the development of these effects, which were taken from the NHS website.
You've got two fighters, one's got to get to the one side and one's got to get to the other. If you kill the other opponent, then you go in the opposite direction towards their sort of end. If they kill you, then it starts going back the opposite direction and it switches and swatches and whatever. And then, yeah. It's a good couch multiplayer game. You can have tournaments, you can have one-on-one and whatever you want to do.
I think it's fair to say by this point, our good friend Alex is clearly out of his depth, but he then proceeds to talk about a sequel.
Nidhogg 2 came out. Same thing. Same thing, except the weapons have got a bit more advanced. You've got a bow and arrow, a dagger, a sword.
What have you got to do in Nidhogg 2?
What have you got to do in Nidhogg 1?
And by this point, what is there to say? The boy's clearly lost it.
Funny story, this. It's a bit like the Mayans, wasn't it? In the in the Mayans.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because when they won,
What, they got ate by a giant fucking worm?
No.
Fortunately, by the end, Chris manages to swoop in and give us more detail than Alex has managed to give us in the previous 15 minutes.
Anyway,
It's in the sale, it's a good game, buy it.
Yeah.
Done.
So, please let us know what you think. The answers to these two very important questions. What is Nidhogg? And was Alex high? Good night.